Hello, and welcome back to Jenna Gets Creative. Today, we are doing another YouTube Artist Collective challenge. I am not officially a member of the YouTube Artist Collective, but everybody is welcome to participate. And this round, if they haven't changed it on us again like last time, the prompt is phobias. So that's what I'm gonna do. And if you're seeing this intro, that is actually what we did.
I wasn't sure which phobia I wanted to represent, so I did a quick Google search and started browsing through a list of weird and wonderful phobias. It was an alphabetical list, and knowing others probably did exactly the same thing to pick their topic, and that they would probably pick from letters near the beginning, I jumped straight down to the middle and started scrolling until a word caught my eye. Then I saw the word Porphyrophobia. It caught my eye because I immediately thought of the group of diseases known as porphyria. If you're familiar with the disease at all, you've probably heard that it's thought that the disease may be linked to the origins of folklore surrounding vampires and werewolves. Due to photosensitivity in chronic and intermittent cases of porphyria, sufferers can get rashes and blisters when their skin is exposed to the sun, and this can lead to significant scarring. So you've got people who almost literally seem to burst into flames in direct sunlight and start to look more and more disfigured the more often this happens to them. Thus, vampires that can't abide the sun. In some cases, porphyria can also be linked to excessive facial hair growth, particularly when photosensitivity related to injuries to the face heals slowly. Thus, werewolves. Fun fact, at one point in history, there was an unusually high rate of this otherwise quite rare disease in Transylvania, which of course is where the nocturnal Count Dracula-style vampire folklore comes from. Coincidence? Probably not. But porphyrophobia has nothing to do with the disease, light sensitivity, vampires, or werewolves. Sad, I know. Instead, it's a subcategory of chromatophobia, or fear of colors. The Greek word porphyros means purple, and porphyrophobia is therefore the fear of the color purple. Apparently, chromatophobias typically occur as a result of trauma, where a particular color was involved in the trauma and becomes associated with a sense of fear or panic. Of course, now I'm picturing somebody having a traumatic experience involving eggplants. Since purple isn't a common color out in the world, porphyrophobia is a rarer subcategory of chromatophobias, and it's often linked to toxiphobia, fear of toxicity or fear of being poisoned, because it's a common color of rashes and other signs of illness and serious injury. An article I was reading on porphyrophobia gave one specific example of developing the phobia, and toxiphobia as well, after suffering purple poison ivy rashes. As soon as I found this phobia listed, I immediately thought of Gengar, the shadow ghost Pokemon and final evolution of Ghastly. He's one of my all-time favorite Pokemon, both because I love the older late 90s card artworks for him, and because he's usually a really good Pokemon to use in battle in the various Pokemon games out there. He's a ghost type, so he's hard to hit and actually immune to certain types of attacks. He's a psychic type, so he has cool psychic moves, but he also often learns powerful electric moves. He's one of the only Pokemon in the N64 Pokemon Stadium game that has the move Dream Eater at any level, and I love making use of that one. I also love whipping out a seemingly pure psychic Pokemon against somebody who isn't aware of his usual moveset, and foolishly sends out a water type against him. Then I use Thunder. By the way, if you're new here, please do subscribe and ring the bell for notifications. I upload every Tuesday and Thursday, and sometimes I even have bonus videos. This video you're watching right now is a bonus video, in fact. July has been a good month for bonuses on this channel. Other bonuses I put out this month were my Canada Day bonus, where I talked about the history of July 1st in Canada and why it's a little different here on the island of Newfoundland. And then on the 14th, I put out my review of the new Ohuhu brush markers. Be sure to go check those out. I'm an art channel, as you can probably tell, but I also put out crafts tutorials and related product reviews, so stick around for those as well. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and leave a comment down below. I love reading your comments and I do reply to everyone. Did you participate in YTAC this round? If so, let me know where to find your artwork in the comment section. I'd love to see what you did for phobias. If you've never heard of the YouTube Artist Collective, go find their official page on Facebook and give them a follow. You can vote on upcoming themes and share your YTAC theme pieces on the page during upload weekends. Again, I'm not an official YTAC team member myself, yet, but I love participating anyway, as everyone is welcome. So back to the piece. As I said, when I thought of fear of the color purple, I thought of the ghost Pokemon like Gengar. I decided to do Gengar in a very flat, posterized style, and I put two other purple ghost Pokemon behind him. I chose Ghastly for his smoky aura, and Shuppet for her traditional ghostly shape and significantly different shade. I filled the piece almost entirely with different purples, and even cleaned up my original sketch using my lavender shade 03 Copic multiliner. So any line work that shows through at the end would be subtle and also purple. The only non-purple used besides the colorless blender were red for Gengar's eyes, a yellow for Shuppet's eyes, and a couple white gel pens for details at the very end. The markers are all Copic and Ohuhu brush markers. The paper is Express-It blending card, and the gel pens are Sakura Jelly Roll ballpoint pens in sizes 8 and 10. I really like how this turned out, and I think I'd like to come back to this idea with a larger piece around Halloween time. What do you think, and which other ghost Pokemon and other creepy Pokemon characters should I include in a larger piece like this? Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you again on Tuesday. Bye.